Are you new to your 986? Does it have a bit of a spotty service history? Fluid changes are a quick and simple way to make sure you're ahead of any problems before there's a bigger issue. And today, I'm going to teach you how to change the manual transmission fluid on your Boxster. The tools for this job are pretty simple. It's just a 3/8 ratchet, a 10mm Allen socket, 15mm hex socket, a flathead screwdriver, a torque wrench, and some way to fill the transmission with fluid. In our case, it's the Schwaben multifunction fluid pump. Now that we have our Boxster up in the air, the first step is going to be removing this sheet metal stiffener for the subframe by undoing these diagonal braces first, and then all the bolts that hold this to the car. And that's because the drain plug for the transmission is directly underneath this, and we can't really access it with this still installed. We'll start with the diagonal brace on the passenger side. Now we don't need to completely remove it from the body. We can get away with just undoing these 4 15mm nuts. That'll give us enough play to pull this down and sneak the whole stiffener plate out. We'll go in there with a long handle 3/8 ratchet with a 15mm socket and undo these. If you don't feel like sitting here with just a regular ratchet, you can just come in with an electric one or an impact just to undo these the rest of the way. Chances are these are going to be kind of stuck to this plate a little bit because you don't know if they've ever been undone or the last time they were undone. I would have to think most cars have had at least one transmission flush, but you never know. So you might need to use some gentle persuasion here. These are aluminum, so be careful you're not going too hard on them. We've got this one loose. We'll go over on the other side and do the same. With the diagonal braces free, now we can go after these other 4 15mm fasteners, 2 nuts and 2 bolts to pull the whole stiffener plate out of the way. Crack these loose, just as we did the others. Two back here. These came undone very easily. That tells me somebody's been in here before. Now we should be able to sneak this out. There we go. Just need to clear the diagonal brace. There will be a whole bunch of junk up top ready to fall on you, so make sure you have your eye protection. Now with our subframe plate out of the way, we can get to the fill plug, which is up here on the side, as well as the drain plug. Now here's a wise word of advice. Before you undo the drain plug, make sure you can get the fill plug loose first. That way you drain all the fluid and you're able to fill it. Crack this loose. There we are. Let's go ahead and do the same for the drain plug. Now, here's another tip. It's not a bad idea to catch some of this fluid just to kind of take a look and see the condition of it and make sure there's no metal shards or something that you're not going to want to see in there. And hopefully all 2.8 liters come out. Now that the fluid's drained off, we can go ahead with our drain plug that we will reuse. It's in very good shape. There's no damage on the threads or the hex portion. We do have a new 22 millimeter aluminum crush washer. We'll go ahead and put that together. Start feeding this in. The torque spec on the drain plug and fill plug are both 30 Newton meters. Come in here with our 10 millimeter hex on our torque wrench and snug up this drain plug. Now that we have the old fluid drained and the drain plug installed and torqued to spec, we're ready to refill the transmission. We'll be using Motul 7590, so we have 3 liters of this. The spec is 2.8 liters for a full flush, and Schwaben's multi-purpose fluid pump kit. This is a handy tool that you can use for diffs, transmissions, brake fluid, pretty much most fluids on the car. To fill the fluid pump, you'll just unscrew this orange cap. Let's open our fluid here. Now this is really nice with the Motul bottles. They have a nice little spout that'll be easy to fill this. The goal here, even though we have a 2.8 liter spec, is to fill this up with our fluid pump until fluid starts coming out of the fill plug, and then we'll just put the fill plug back with our new washer, and we should be all set. What I like about this tool is you can keep the valve shut, and it has a pressure gauge on it, and you can just pump it up until you get around 20 PSI in here. You can just open the valve and it'll feed it in without having to manually pump it. Now we got our last 0.8 liter of fluid ready to go in. Before we do that, I am gonna prep our fill plug with a new aluminum crush washer. So when we see fluid starting to come out, we can just get up there, thread this in, and then torque the fill plug, and we should be all set. There we go. Now with our fluid level where we want it, we'll come here and torque our fill plug. Now that we've got our transmission refilled and the fill plug and drain plug torqued to spec, we'll go ahead and put our subframe stiffening plate back and take a look at the fluid that we drained in the beginning and see if we find anything interesting. We'll go ahead and put all our hardware back. The torque spec for each one is 65 Newton meters. So once we get this squared away, we'll just torque that up. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the fluid that we pulled out of the transmission, just to see what we can find. Hopefully nothing. I like to take like a flashlight, kind of look through it, see if we can see anything floating in there, come in through the top. You could also pour this over, some sort of filter just to see if there's any chunks in there. You can also kind of swish it around a little bit. It is completely normal to see some sort of particulate in there just because the transmission is wearing together very, very slowly, but it is wearing because they are metal on metal parts. Now with fresh transmission fluid and nothing too scary coming out of the old fluid, we're ready to hit the road. If you're interested in learning how to work on your Porsche, head over to pelicanparts.com.